Okay, good morning, students. Good afternoon, Mr. X's students. We're here to talk about the word illustrate, which is the word of the day for level 4 for today, Tuesday, September 22nd. And illustrate is a verb, and it has two meanings. One is to use pictures, photographs, or diagrams, etc. in a book, etc. So, etc. means it could be a book, a magazine, but usually it's some kind of like a text or something written, and you illustrate it by putting pictures with it. Something visual like a picture with it, together with it. That's what one meaning of illustrate. So you illustrate a book. So children's books are usually illustrated. They have pictures. And then the second meaning is kind of based on that. It's not a literal meaning though. You're not actually making any pictures. But the second meaning is to make the meaning of something clearer by using examples. Like to explain, using examples. So this is what we use a lot in academic writing. They'll say something about, the author illustrated his point or her point by giving examples about something. You need to illustrate your points when you write an essay. So here's a sentence. In a good literary analysis essay, the writer illustrates his or her ideas with examples from the text. So you don't just give your opinion, you also show that your opinion is true by giving examples. Giving examples and explaining is what illustrate is. And notice that in English it has two L's, because I saw in the Spanish ilustrar has only one L. So remember that that's probably that's a spelling thing that could be a mistake. So notice it has two L's. And word families illustrated as an adjective, we could say like it's an illustrated book. Illustration is like one picture. And illustrative, okay, illustrative has to do with meaning too. If something is illustrative, and you say that the stress is on that syllable, illustrative, that means something is illustrative, that means it's something that explains. So we could say, this essay is very illustrative of, the examples are very illustrative of the main idea. You want your examples to be illustrative of the main idea, which means those examples should show. Illustrative means they're doing this. They're making something clearer. If something is illustrative, that means it explains another idea. You'd say these details in the essay are illustrative of your main idea. That's how you'd use the word illustrative. They show it. And you can add this one because I used it in my example sentence. An illustrator, noun, is a person who draws pictures for books. And so synonym, draw, for definition 1, like to draw pictures. For definition 2, explain or show. Or delineate is another way to say that, to explain by giving examples. Antonyms for definition 2 would be like complicate or confuse. Because when you illustrate something, you make it clearer. When you complicate it or confuse it, you make it less clear. So those are antonyms, opposites. And examples, so I have one example with each definition. So one is the teacher illustrated the definition by giving examples. Yeah, sorry, I didn't write them in order of the definitions up here, but this is actually definition 2. The teacher showed the definition, made it clearer by giving examples. And then this one, the children's book illustrator illustrated the book. That's a person who draws pictures for books, drew some pictures for a book. That's definition 1. All right, so I hope you enjoyed watching today. Thank you very much. Thanks for filming.